I don't have a problem with whatever name they call it. You know, African music, Afro beats, you know, whatever they call it, I don't have a problem with it. As long as it's the music that we make in Africa, that's what's up. That's what's up for me. And I don't have a problem with him actually, because yeah, Afro is Africa, it's African, so it's a good thing. Which song fits me best on my album? I think all of them do. They all represent me in different ways. That's just my different traits that I put on that album, my different characteristic. Like I'm the kind of rapper that I listen to everything. You know, my ringtone is, you know, an a cappella song. You know, I listen to everything and I get influenced and I get inspired by all these things. So it was just me, you know, putting all these ideas that I have into the album. Like, there's not one song that I can pick out and say this is my favorite song, because I wrote them at different times. I was going through different stuff when I was writing all the songs, so like they all affect me in different ways, and that's the, you know, message I'm trying to pass on to people as well. Like that's what I'm trying to transfer to my audience. You know, that they all have different feels.
Where do you get your inspiration from when writing? Because I think a lot of people like that you're quite creative with your wordplay and you're quite humorous. Does that?
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Well, how do I get inspired to write the songs? It can be from anywhere. It can be from anywhere. But the most important thing is that I try to write from deep inside my heart. You know, like I always tell people, my music is the truth. Like I just do nothing but the truth on my music. I don't fabricate lines. I don't fabricate words. Like that's something a lot of rappers do. Not all rappers, but a lot of rappers do that. Like they sit down and think, I never felt defeat. I'm like a food mat, brand new food mat, or something like that. That's to me. I feel like that's fabricated. And I mean, if any rappers use that kind of line, this is no disrespect. Like this is just real talk. You know, like me, I don't fabricate lines. I try to talk from the heart. So if an issue doesn't really affect me like that, I don't talk about it. You know, so that's how I write.
Remix of Magician with Egyptian.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I was going to just lie and say, oh, Egyptian heard my song. He's like, I really like this guy. I want to work with him. No, that was not happen. Actually, there's a company in Nigeria called Spinlet, and basically Spinlet is into, you know, promotion and distribution and stuff like that. And they're trying to put, you know, African music, just like, you know, everyone else is doing the Afro beats and everything. They're trying to put African music on the map, you know, and they just sat down, and they are people that are kind of like close to me. You know, and they love the music as well, and they thought, you know, they could get Egyptian to be on a remix with Ice Prince for Magician, and we can put it out. And they have their contacts and everything, and they put everything together. They sponsored the video, they sponsored the recording, and all that stuff. And when I met Egyptian, we were recording in the studio. It was an epic moment for me. Like we had long hours of conversation, and he taught me a lot. You know what I mean? I taught him a lot as well. It's not like you know, I'm dumb. But I can't wait for it to come out.
When is that going to be out?
I can't give you a precise date yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the video is done, the song is done. You know, it's just waiting to come out.
Okay. So we'll just wait. Do you think it'll be this year?
Yeah, definitely this year, in a few months actually.
Okay, cool. So what is next for Ice Prince? Are you going to be working on maybe a new album? Are you going to be trying to break America? Do you know what you're going to be doing next? What's
next for Ice Prince is basically, you know, pushing the music, pushing African music, pushing Nigerian music. I'm a studio addict. You know what I mean? I have a studio in my house, and I'm always there. I'm always there. Even if it's not my song I'm recording, even if it's like one of my boys recording, I'm always just there, just listening to music and recording. So I think that's what's next for me. I want to record at least one song every 2 days.
Every 2 days?
Yeah, so for me it's work, and then push. And thank God I have, you know, platforms like Chocolate City, who's really putting me, they're really doing their best to put me out there. So I leave the work of promotion and, you know, distribution to them. Me, I just focus on the music. But apart from that, I have artists that I'm trying to put out as well. There's some guys called Grip Boys. There's J Miller, there's Young L. Both of them featured a Magician. There's another guy called India, and they're all in Lagos. And I'm trying to, you know, put their music out. I don't want to wait till I'm like a Two-Face or a D'banj before I start helping people. I feel like I could start from the little, you know, stages that I already have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you got a label that you're signing them to, or are you just working with them?
I actually don't have a label.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just doing it for love and for friendship.
Okay. And I was going to ask you how you feel about the term, you know, everyone's kind of categorizing this music now as Afro beats. How do you feel about that term? Do you think it kind of restricts you to being just an African artist? Or do you think it describes the music well?
I don't have a problem with whatever name they call it. You know, African music, Afro beats, you know, whatever they call it, I don't have a problem with it. As long as it's the music that we make in Africa, that's what's up. That's what's up for me. And I don't have a problem with him actually, because yeah, Afro is Africa. It's African, so it's a good thing.
D'banj was here recently filming his video. He got like a lot of criticism because he came here to film the video when all the protests and everything were happening in Nigeria. What do you think? Do you think that as an artist that you should be involved in like political issues and things that are going on in Nigeria, or do you think it's not really your place to get involved?
I think it has to deal with the person that's in question. If you have that kind of revolutionary kind of spirit, if you're that kind of person, then why not? If you're not, then I mean, nobody should force you. Yeah. I do agree that, you know, musicians and artists have like a very powerful and strong voice. Like when they say stuff, people actually follow. Like, you know, an artist would say "don't doll" and everybody's saying "don't doll." Yes. You know, that's power right there. So I feel like, yeah, if artists, you know, come out and support stuff like that, it's gonna actually make an impact and go far. But if it's not in the person's real self to be that kind of person, you can't force that person to be that kind of person.
Yeah.
If I don't like talking about politics, like me, I don't like talking about politics. I like talking about music. So if we're talking about music, let's talk about music. But I don't. First of all, I don't really watch the news like that. You know. So if I go to a protest and let's say they put me on stage to talk about, what do I know really? I don't really know that much. So I think it's a thing of personality. But I mean, if as an artist, if you can support, if you can do it, then why not?
Okay. Right.
And plus, talking about what you said about D'banj, yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong at all. Like, he found it himself in London, he's shooting a video. It's fine, man. Let's shoot the video and, you know, if the country is suffering from, you know, fuel subsidy and all that, let's promote other stuff, other parts of the country, you know. And I realize this is no matter what you do, as long as you do it, maybe let me say the right way, they will always talk. Like, I shot a video in South Africa recently and I saw comments, people are like, why are you shooting in South Africa when there are other Nigerian directors, you know, and all that stuff. Like, what point does it make? It's no difference. It's like Kanye going to shoot in France. It's not too different. Tiwa Savage, I know she's gonna be heartbroken. She says this because she's like my sister, but yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah,
baby, all that brother sister talk is just BS, man. It's just me trying to get closer, you know. But yeah, I do like Tiwa Savage a lot. I have a crush on Tiwa Savage.